I I was saying this before, and so were you, Da Vinci. We felt that the Nets won the trade. We just wanted to see how Ben Simmons was gonna be, right? Shows up to Philly. He didn't even get on the court yet. They chasing him down, booing him. He get to the court, they booing him some more. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, we're having a discussion in one of our chat groups, and I made a statement that Kyrie is not known as a defensive player. And the fact that he said, oh, Harden's on the other side, from half court, he putting pressure on this man. And like, I'm not trying to diminish Kyrie when I say he's not a defensive player. What I'm saying is he's not known for it. That's not his forte. Do you know what I mean? And he's undersized. It's not his fault. But on the game, was it Friday?
I can't remember. It was the last Friday, last Thursday.
I think last Thursday. Sorry, people. There's a lot of games going on. I can't remember fully. Just remember the moments. But yeah, he locked Harden up. Harden came out there and had a terrible game to the point where it looked like he faked the injury to get out of the game. Now, I'm not gonna go too far into it because this is a me and you thing. So I'd like you to get whatever you want to get off your chest, sir, and then we'll continue to go with what we're doing here.
Well, you said something when you start speaking there. You said we've both said Brooklyn has won the trade, and the trade didn't even come into full effect for Brooklyn. And look what they did to they ran those guys out of their own gym, man. They ran them out the gym. I mean,
Yes,
Ben Simmons was not on the court, right? And to your point, to the Kyrie point, listen, I've always thought Kyrie was a very decent point guard. I mean, not a decent defender for a point guard, but he's the type of guy. Um, when he takes something very personally, he comes after you. That's when he steps up his defense. But yes, he's not known for his defense, right? But
yeah.
when something means a lot to him, he comes in. And that game, when you play defense and you see it a lot of times, you switch. Every switch you want to switch. He was fighting. He didn't want to switch. Like you said, he was picking up Harden. He didn't want to switch. He
made it hard for him. Made it hard for him all game.
Yeah. And he was gone. I mean, listen, man.
Okay. I'm in the middle of doing the show.
Okay.
Close the door, please.
Okay, I'll close the door.
Yeah, people, that's the little one. I forgot to lock the door today. She ran up on me, and don't mind the face. The face when I see her was just the face of, I thought somebody would have stopped her, but obviously it didn't work. Sorry, I digress. Continue, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, he listen. Kyrie put on a performance on the offensive end and the defensive end. He went into that. He went into his hero mentality. He went straight to that Kobe mentality. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? To be honest, I felt like Kyrie realized the situation, and the situation is in the media. James Harden just took numerous shots at him. Numerous shots since he left Brooklyn. They probably had conversations that we're not privy to, and bad taste in the mouth. Okay, and Kyrie and the Nets. That's what I really want to say. Kyrie did his job, but the Nets, they had a game plan from the jump. Harden gets the ball, we go double him, triple him, and like me you were talking about, and I'm going to bring up now, you're right. When you neutralize Harden, or if it was Ben Simmons, and you make Embiid have to be the guy to carry all the weight, you're not going to win every time. It needs to be a spread out thing. Like, okay, Embiid can still have his 25, 10, and 6, but Tobias has got to have 15 bare minimum.
Oh, just to add to that too, listen, your point is right on track. But just to add to that,
because remember, you're the one that said it. So
no. But just to add to that is, if you get and it's even worse if Embiid gets most half of his points from the free throw line, right? It's even worse if that's the case. Continue, please.
I have to push back on that one. I think him getting most of his points from the free throw line or making it hard on another team and getting them in foul trouble is a good thing because it allows other people to get to the foul line if the shots start hitting and see the basketball go in the hoop and maybe you know what I mean. It invigorates them.
Well, the best way to play Embiid, and listen, for teams, and teams have scouted and I've watched over the years, is as soon as he gets the ball, you double him. So that he has to go back and he has to repost. Embiid, he likes to get his position, and then he goes to work. He don't like to pass the ball, pass it back out, then he's got to repossess his
Yeah.
position, get back into position. So as soon as and you saw Brooklyn did that too. As soon as he got the ball, they double it, they double it, they double it.
Yeah, and defensively, I mean, yes, we said Ben Simmons is going to be a key, but they came to play defense that day. They came to play defense. Okay, they made it hard on everybody in that on that team. You know what I mean? They said Ben Simmons, not Ben Simmons. They said Harden, we coming for you, N word, like Booker T. Some of the guys in the chat call me Booker T because of my voice. I don't know why. But like you sound like Booker T. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll take it. I cut the dreads a long time ago, but you know what I mean. Um, Also, to the game that just happened recently, we already put out. Like I said, you're gonna get this probably a couple days down the road, but you know, because we do them on Mondays, spread them out for the week. Um, Kyrie Irving, his situation is becoming very agitating at this point in time. He can come to the game, but he can't play. Like, where is the sense in this? Where is this? Somebody from another state who's not vaccinated can come in there, do whatever they want, no mask, no nothing, but he can't play. I don't know if it's the NBA sabotaging Kyrie, the Nets sabotaging Kyrie, or it's just they just had enough of him and they're trying to push him out. Because this
Okay.
makes absolute. He's the only person I see going through this. Can you tell me another player in the NBA having to deal with this? And listen, don't tell me people that every single one of these players are vaccinated because you be full of caca. You know some of these guys ain't vaccinated. Sorry, go ahead, sir.
Oh, listen, I agree with you 200%. I don't know where to start from it. I don't know how the hell it makes sense. Okay, right? I don't know where it makes sense. Now, just looking at this, there's certain things I say about Kyrie at the beginning of the year. I have to slowly take it back, right? I have to slowly take it back. I take it back because this makes no sense. Like, how can he sit there right on the court, but he can't go play? And how all season that other players are not vaccinated can come and he can, but why is not him? So we made this a couple episodes back where we said, is Kyrie a target? And when you pay more attention to it, this clearly looks like this guy's just
They're
getting
targeting him.
targeted. Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's absolutely ridiculous. It makes
makes no
no
sense.
sense to me whatsoever.
None.
Right? Not to go off topic, but in the NFL, there's a lot of guys that wasn't vaccinated, but guess what? They played every damn game. They win.
Yeah,
They win
Amari
all
Cooper
over.
is a prime example. He just got traded to the Browns.
Yeah.
You know, cost Dallas too much. Wasn't vaccinated. Missed a couple games due to the coronavirus. And on
Mhm.
top of that, was caught at a Dallas game without a mask on. So the team was like, "Yo, this guy don't get rid of this guy." But anyway, sorry, I digress. Go ahead, sir. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, like, but listen, man, my mind's just blown. I'm very puzzled about why, and the only thing I can look at is like, okay, this guy speaks his mind. This guy stands by. He's his own man. Obviously, that's something I respect. Um, but yet, it looks like he's getting unwanted punishment because it's just ridiculous.
It
It's
is.
ridiculous, and I think
And
it's time
Kyrie,
now. Yeah, I think it's time now that they forget about this now because it's listen, it's ridiculous.
it is. It is. Is there anything else you want to touch on before we get out of this? I mean, there's not much more. We already touched on the Kyrie stuff, the whole vaccine thing, so I don't even want to go too hard with it. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to say, shout out to Kyrie for playing that defense on Harden. Great claps and kudos. I'm hoping that they figure out a way to get you playing all the games in the playoffs. And Harden partying. do your thing, man. It just don't. I don't care what you do. It just don't look good after a loss like that, where you faking a calf injury, but you at a strip club. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yo, okay, yeah. Since you bring it up, I gotta touch it because I completely forgot it. Listen, bro, you talk. Let's come on. Let's be real now. We gonna be real right now, okay? Let's talk about some of the greats. You think Jordan's gonna lose a game by that? Kobe. Let's talk about KG. You think these guys are gonna be going to clubs and partying with rappers after that?
Nah.
Huh?
But it's a new generation. Everybody's different. So I'm not trying to poo-poo on the man for that. I'm just saying you can't show me one of you going up the stairs after a game, working up a sweat, and showing that you care about the game, and then the next one taking an L and you in the club.